Here's Brody Brazil.
How could I not also start off with Zach Sawchenko? Sawzy, as I called him on postgame tonight, as it also says across his mask. I wasn't just throwing out a guess that was his nickname. I had a legitimate, source, Sawzy. That's what the boys call him. Zach Sawchenko had 4 NHL appearances before last game, which was his first ever NHL start against Anaheim, and he held the Ducks to just 2 goals after regulation. They win it 3-2 in overtime. So he was on that 2 or fewer game through regulation. He gave the Sharks a chance to win last time out at the Pond. Great. And I like the fact that Bob Boughner rewards him, gives him the next start. Tonight against the Kings. You know the role they've been on. Won 3 straight. Won 8 out of their last 10 games. They can score. They're dangerous. And Sawchenko allowed 2 of the 3 total Kings goals tonight within an 8-second span. Phil Deneau, right off the Sawchenko glove. They were able to center it back to Deneau. He's right out front. Kind of an unmanned net. That was unfortunate. And then Andreas Athanasiou with the wicked wrister. His 9th on the season. That was 8 seconds later. And I have to say, when 2 goals are scored 8 seconds apart, basically next shift, same line out there for LA, you're thinking, all right, this is the point where the Sharks wave the white flag in this game. They're kind of surrendering. This, not by choice, but it's like, this is the turning point. This is where it all goes bad after here. And the Kings scored the next goal in the game. But my point is, and that was later, but allowing 2 in that short of a span, I think that always opens the door to, have the Kings got to the Sharks or the Sharks goalie? You have to consider that. And they didn't. Honestly, the rest of the night, look how Sawchenko played. I think his performance tonight was interesting in a sense that the goals he allowed were ones that he'll probably especially look back and, of course, regret, what happened, the result, but he'll look back and say that wasn't my best moment tonight. Conversely, he'll look back at the saves he made, some of them, and say, this was absolutely my best work. Now, that's obvious. A goalie would say my goals allowed versus my saves made, but I just think it was the contrast of them tonight. The saves were so good, and the goals allowed were such kind of like slips, But overall, if we're going to judge on one thing, and I think Curtis said his save percentage was .917, and obviously he allowed 3 goals in 60-plus minutes. The question you have to ask yourself with Sawzy, did he give the Sharks a chance to win again tonight against a very difficult opponent tonight on the road again tonight? Yes, absolutely yes. To the point that on Saturday, when the Sharks come back to the tank, and I don't know what Aiden Hill's status or availability is. I know Reimer's gone for a while, but at this point, why wouldn't you start Sawchenko? Now, even if, and I don't want to rush Aiden Hill, or I don't want to make this, some mental game, or, I don't want to play games. Look who played well for the last 2. How do you take that away from Sawchenko at this point? Zach Sawchenko had to wait 13 starts in a row that James Reimer made. He was not going to get a crack at a start. He only had 4 mop-up appearances, actually 3 mop-up appearances, and 1 2-minute appearance earlier this year when Reimer had to go out of the game for a couple minutes with an equipment issue, a skate holder issue, a blade holder issue. So Sawchenko did all the right things, an undrafted player in this league, so fantastic that he's getting this chance. And you know what? Limited opportunities, 4 appearances over 2 months. How are you supposed to stay fresh and sharp like that? You're not, but he has been. And that's been so very cool to see.